Hello and welcome back to the Watford Way today for your Wigan match preview. Now I'm very excited for this game, of course, because Watford have just beaten Luton by 4-0 at Vicarage Road in the first derby match to be played in front of fans in 16 and a half years. I'm glad to say I was there, I was at the match, and it was an absolutely wonderful experience. Really good performance by Watford. Unfortunately, I do have some bad news to bring you during this preview, which I'll get to in just a second. But yeah, generally, I'm feeling a lot more positive. Yes, I know I can be a bit hypocritical because it's only one game, and yes, we put in a good performance in that particular game. But overall this season, we still really haven't seen enough from this Watford team to suggest that we'll get promoted back to the Premier League. But it's a start, it's a good performance, it's exactly what we needed from that game. A comprehensive victory where pretty much everyone on the pitch put in 10 out of 10 performances. So for me, it's a good start, it's something to build on, and now we just have to go to Wigan and build upon that and get the victory at Wigan. So to start with, obviously, this is the Wigan match preview. We'll start with the Watford team news, and there's a lot of team news to bring you. I've actually got a list just to the right of me here where I'll go through all the injury news that we've got. And it's not looking good actually at the moment. So we'll start with Hamza Chowdhury, who's a doubt for this game. So Slaven Bilic come out in his press conference and said he's not really trained that much this week, but it's a possibility he may feature at some stage during the game. So Hamza Chowdhury, it looks to me like he'll probably be on the bench, but it's a doubt that he'll start the game basically. Keenan Davis is going to be out with a hip injury that he picked up in that victory against Luton Town. Of course, he scored that fantastic scorpion bicycle kick type goal. It's a superb finish by Keenan Davis. He did go off injured in the second half. He went straight down the tunnel. So at the time, I did think there was an issue there with him. Thankfully, it's not long term. Slaven Bilic said he should be back for the game against Cardiff City away. But he will be missing this game at Wigan with a muscular hip injury. News to bring you around Tom Cleverley as well. Obviously, he scored really early on in the season. I think he picked up the injury while celebrating the goal. And it turns out it's going to be a very long-term injury for Tom Cleverley. I believe his contract runs out at the end of this season anyway. But it's an Achilles injury, and Slaven Bilic just said he's going to be out for a very long time, which suggests to me we might not even see Tom Cleverley again before the end of the season, which is really sad to say. Obviously, he's been a fantastic servant for Watford. He was at the club during them 5 consecutive years in the Premier League. However, he is getting on now. He's getting towards the end of his career, and I think for me, we can't have players who, are really good characters around the team, but in terms of injuries, they're a liability to have around the squad. So I think for me, Tom Cleverley after this season, we'll call it a day and let him go. But yeah, really sad to see the news about Tom Cleverley there. The injury news keeps on coming because Francisco Sirielta, Courtney House and Christian Kabasele are still out of this game. Some more positive news because Slaven Bilic said they are all nearing match fitness now. I think Courtney House is the key player out of them 3 I just listed. But yeah, as I said, Sirielta, Courtney House and Christian Kabasele again all out of this game. Craig Cathcart did play in the Luton game. Slaven Bilic also said that he was playing through pain and playing through an injury there. So is he going to be available for this game? Again, there's a doubt for Craig Cathcart. So it's not looking that great. And yeah, that leads me on to kind of how we're going to set up as a team and the tactics Slaven Bilic is going to implement. As I've said in previous videos, I'm very happy with the move of Ismail Assar out to that left-hand side. I feel like that gives the team a lot more balance. Obviously, Keenan Davis is out injured, as Bilic said in his press conference. So probably in terms of the front three and the front three I'd like to see in this game, I'd probably go Ismail Assar on the left-hand side, João Pedro up top as a striker, and then maybe Ken Sema on the right with Yassir Asprilla playing as that number 10. I think that's kind of the only option we could go with. Or equally, I suppose, Pedro could play on the right, Sarr on the left, and then Bakum Bayo could potentially play up front. There's a lot of possibilities there for Watford. Obviously, there's a lot of injuries defensively as well. As I just listed, there was about 6, 7, 8 injuries there. So we are very light in the defensive department at the moment. And it looks to me like William Troost-Ekong and Matty Pollock will probably have to play as the centre-back pairing in this game. So that'd be very interesting to see. Moving on to Wigan now. Of course, Wigan haven't had a very good season at all. They currently sit 19th in the table. And actually, the news emerged during the week that they're having issues with their owners and their players actually being paid their wages, which was very surprising to see. I think they've had issues with their owners before. These current owners kind of came in, saved the club. But yeah, at the moment, it seems like it's a reoccurring issue where the Wigan players aren't actually being paid their salaries. So whether that's going to be in the minds of the players and the fans on Saturday, we'll have to wait and see. But I fully expect Watford to go and beat Wigan. We put in a superb performance against Luton. We really can't afford, to keep messing up as we have done previously this season under Edwards and under Bilic. We really need to go and get the 3 points. Kind of hit Wigan while they're down. They're a team 19th in the table. We should be beating these types of teams. So for me, I'm confident. I'm not overly confident, but I am confident, and I'm going to go for a 2-0 Watford win, and I'll go with Vacuum Bio and João Pedro with the goals. Let me know your score prediction in the comment section below. Please like the video, please subscribe, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.